first time I learned about Atonement is we were house hunting, and I knew that I wanted to find a church that had children's music, and I didn't find many, and I found this one. We didn't come here when we were house hunting, but shortly after we moved here, we came. Another reason that was really important to me is we're very involved in the German program that Atonement sponsors. And so when I found that they were also housed here, like it was like, oh, okay, this is where we're gonna be.
I moved out to Boulder in May 2022 and started coming here just a couple months later. So coming in here, I saw just a very vibrant community right off the bat. Sat down for service, right? And at the end of it, immediately someone came up and introduced themselves, which was really, special. It did make me feel at home right away. Connection is a two-way street, but it can be hard when you're new to an area. So having someone reach out and take that first step really helped me feel welcomed right away.
I have my nieces and nephews come here visiting quite often from Germany also, and they say this church is immediately so warm, you feel right in here. It's not just the pastors, it's the congregation, it's the intergenerational aspect, the kids are welcomed. This church is very open. If you are different, you are welcome. Nobody will criticize you. And that's a warm feeling.
I grew up largely devoid of faith, but at some point in my life, I felt a calling or a spirit, or you can call it whatever you want to call it, but I felt called to join a church, and I did. And I'm glad I did. The importance of church, God, forgiveness, everything that the church offers. And it all happens in an hour and a half a week.
I feel like every year we're just doing more and more and getting better and better at doing that, and it's exciting to be a part of that and to get to know more of my fellow ALC congregation folks and to be in partnership with them and to just learn the Word of God even better and see how He works in our lives and in the people's lives that we interact with.
The church ran so smoothly, unlike maybe joining a church where they're like, we could use your help here, 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 and here, and here. It's like, I don't really have to do anything, and everything just runs, but then the longer you're here, then you start to hear about, oh, we could use help in this area and that area. And that's kind of the type of person I am. I'm not necessarily someone who says we need to do this leadership, but more of what needs to be done. I'd like to try and plug holes, that kind of thing.
That's actually a good kind of explanation of what I've seen in action here at Atonement, is where a lot of people would just have that thought, but here it's like someone takes that thought and moves it to another direction and says, hey, everybody come with me over here and we'll do this presentation, or everybody here. And it kind of it naturally just takes form, as opposed to people willing things to happen, this should happen like this or this. It's just very fluid, and you can just see it in the harmony of the congregation, the harmony of the people and what they're doing together.